Hey everybody, it's Luke over at Galaxy Tech Review, and today I've got a product from Salange. This is their HY320 Max Netflix licensed 1080p home theater projector. Now, this runs on Android 13 TV OS with the Whale OS skin on top of it. Has access to many of the apps that you would like to find in its app store, including Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, and more. We're going to dig into this now, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this is everything that you get once you get it out of the box. You get the main unit itself, of course, but we do get a warranty card. We also get a quick installation guide for this smart projector. It is written in English, so you shouldn't have any problems here if English is your first language. Shows you all your ports here, how to rotate the device. All of the remote control functions are listed here as well. You can come back to this point in the video and check out anything that I may have missed. You do have your image settings, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth. This does support Wi-Fi 6, so dual band Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth 5.4. So you do have Bluetooth connections for other devices such as external speakers or headphones. Comes with a two-prong to two-prong AC power adapter here for plugging in the actual projector itself. It will need to be plugged in. There is no internal battery in the projector. And I do like that it does have one side being a right angle. Now, they do include a standard HDMI cable, so if you want to hook up something like a laptop or a gaming console to this, you can easily do that with this HDMI cable. Here we have our remote control. Now, this is an interesting remote control because it also includes Bluetooth, so you can connect this via Bluetooth, so you don't need line of sight to control the projector. It has all of your settings that you would need here. Quick buttons at the bottom for things like Prime Video, YouTube, Netflix, and so on. You do have volume controls, obviously, navigation and OK, and you do have a voice activation button here. Once you're set up via Bluetooth, you can use your voice to navigate the projector. It takes two AAA batteries that are not included, so just make sure that you have some on hand. Looking at the main unit here, it's very compact. It has an air inlet at the front with that lens that supports a native 1080p resolution and also up to 4K. And then you have more venting on the sides and on the back. Now, this will rotate up to 270 degrees. So if you want to project on the ceiling, say, you can do that with this very easily. It's got a nice sturdy stand on it. And on the back here, we've got our exit venting, our AC input for our power. We do have a full HDMI port here, an IR port for your remote control, a 3.5 millimeter jack, and a full USB as well. So if you want to plug in a USB, you can. On the left-hand side here, there is, and I thought this was a pull out, but it is not. It's just your power button for turning on the projector via the back if you're not using the remote control. So nice little setup here. You do have a focus ring. Now, as far as keystone correction, this has auto keystone correction built in, so you don't need to mess with that. If you switch the angle, it's going to automatically adjust that for you. So overall, just a really nice design for this. We're going to dig into the operating system right now. Okay, so taking a look at the main hub here for this. Again, it's a skinned version of Android 13 TV OS. We've got Netflix, YouTube, Prime Video, Disney Plus, Apple TV, Whale TV, which is their own thing here, library, apps, and files. You also have TV casting for being able to cast your tablets or phones directly to the projector as well, which is really nice. You have recent files on the left here, your source input. You also have your settings, and then you have your weather as well. You do have the time at the top right hand side of the screen. Now under network, this is where you're going to go for your Wi-Fi configuration. Again, this has Wi-Fi 6, so you can do 2.4 gigahertz or 5 gigahertz networks with this as well. We do have picture here where we can change our picture mode, and it does give you several different things like personalized picture settings where you can go in and you can change several different things like the backlight brightness, contrast, saturation, sharpness, color tone, and color temperature. If you select user here, you'll have all of those to do it, but they have some pre-set ones: standard, softness, dynamic, energy saving, and vivid. We're going to leave it on standard for the test. You do have an eye protection mode for a kind of a night mode to protect your eyes from blue light. Then we do have the same kind of setups in sound. You can adjust your balance left and right. Again, you've got standard, music, movie, news, game, and user, where you'll be able to adjust the treble and the bass and things like that. AVC, surround, on or off. You do have audio output devices. Right now we just have the speaker because we don't have any Bluetooth devices hooked up. But if you did want to, you could do some external Bluetooth speakers or headphones with this as well. You do have your lens here where we can go in and we can change the direction of the projection from front, rear, ceiling front, ceiling rear, depending on how you're going to have this mounted. You can definitely switch this out how you would like to. Now another cool thing that you can do is the keystone correction, auto keystone correction here, which is really nice. So if you adjust the angle, it's going to try to correct it for you. You can reset that data if you want to. And we also have digital zoom here, which means we can go from 100% all the way down to 50%. Say you have a smaller space to project to, you can shrink it all the way down to 50%. Now this will project up to a 100-inch screen depending on how far away you are from the projection area that you're using. You have date and time, screensaver, sleep timer here, resetting the projector, Whale OS cast, that includes Miracast for Android devices and things like that, and we'll go over that in just a second. You can also update your app settings here, the voice service. If we look at device info here, you can see that it's got 8 gigabytes of storage for apps and 1 gigabyte for RAM, and it works out pretty well. No problems whatsoever with that. Now, under app settings and voice service, this is going to be where you're going to have things for your voice setup for voice search, and I'll show you that in just a second as well. And then you have over-the-air updates where you can check for software updates. Okay, to show off the quality on all the default settings, I've got a test of Fortnite playing here, captured from my PC at 4K, so you can check out how this sounds and also how it looks with default settings. Okay, so those were all default settings, and as you can see, the things that I look for are the corners. Are the corners sharp and clear? And as you can see, they are on the screen here. Sharp and clear on the corners, nice color reproduction, decent sound for a smaller unit, but again, you can always add Bluetooth speakers to this if you want to. Good color, the reproduction and the colors pop here as well. So this works out really nicely, even on default settings, and of course you can tweak it further to your liking. Here's the voice commands. Open Netflix. And no problems with opening Netflix, as you can see. Using the voice button on the remote control will allow you to, do things like check weather, open certain apps, close them, go to your home page, things like that. Speaking of Netflix and other apps, they do have their own app store built right into the front end of this. And you can see that I only have Netflix installed right now, but of course I can grab things like Prime Video, Disney Plus, Plex, and a bunch of others as well. You can see there's game, education, tools with video players, news, sports, music apps like Pandora and Amazon Music, and a bunch more. So you can always add all of these in and use them right on the projector, which is super fast and super easy to do. The last thing I want to talk about is casting. Being able to cast my Android phone here to the projector works out really, really well. It's fast, it's fluid, no slowdowns or anything like that. So if I want to watch movies that I have recorded on my phone, or if I want to watch YouTube, I can watch YouTube, or just browse the web or do things like that. This works out really well. Now, if you want to watch copy protected content like Prime Video or Netflix, you can't use casting for that. It'll be disabled. So just use the built-in apps that are already built in to the projector itself, and you'll be good to go there. But if you do want to cast your devices, either iOS or Android, to this projector, you can do so, and it works really well with Wi-Fi 6. Okay, so that's my review of this projector from Salange, the HY320 Max. Comes licensed by Netflix. This is native 1080p. Excellent brightness out of the box. Bluetooth enabled, Wi-Fi 6, up to a 100-inch screen, access to an app store where you can install tons of different apps as you saw, and the out-of-the-box experience on this is very, very good, with several things that you can tweak to make it your own. This was Luke from Galaxy Tech Review. I hope you enjoyed my review, and I'll check you guys out on the next one.